All right, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about our currency trading that we've been doing over the quarter. So to start off with, I want to give a little bit of a summary just to see what we've been doing. So the currency pairs that we've been trading were USD to JPY, USD to CHF, USD to CAD, EUR to USD, GBP to USD, USD to HKD, and AUD to USD. So as you can see, we only traded currencies on the US dollar. This was done in order to keep things as simple as possible for us so that we could make as big a profit as possible. The total number of trades that we completed were 45 to 50. So we were pretty active looking at the charts like every day, just so we could see when we would have an opportunity to make some money. The time frame of the charts that we looked at were weekly, daily, and 8-hour charts. This was depending on how long we were planning to keep the trades open for. Amount invested, we started off with smaller amounts, like 25,000 units, and progressively increased investments up to 500,000 units. We did this because we wanted to kind of start off a little bit slower, kind of get a feel for it, and then as we got more confident, we were able to invest a little bit more. Profit and loss magnitude, generally we made a profit of $100 to $450. Although there were some outliers ranging up to $2,500 as well. And in terms of pips, it was about a 50 to 70 pip profit. So now I'm going to talk about a few negative trades and a few positive trades. The first negative trade that I want to talk about is our EUR to USD trade. This one, we shorted it 200,000 units. As you can see on the chart, I've included some lines so you can and circles where you can see where I bought and sold the currency at. This was definitely our big loser. This one, we lost $932. This one, we did not use an indicator. So we were pretty much just going off of the trend chart. We thought that it was a ranging trend or a ranging line. As you can see, kind of where we bought it at, it had gone up briefly before and was going down. So we thought that maybe it would keep going down, but we were wrong. And then we held on way too long for a large loss. Our second negative trade was USD to CHF. And this one was a little bit smaller. It was only 10,000 units. And this one, we were able to evaluate it with a 50-day moving average. So this one, where we bought it at, it had just crossed the line. So we decided to buy it, take a long position, thinking that it would go up. However, it did not. And we held on for a bit too long, thinking it might go up again, but it did not. And we sold right before the moving average was about to cross the chart again because we wanted to get out before that happened. Our third negative trade was AUD to USD. This one, we lost $69, and we also shorted this one. The trend before we bought it seemed to be going at a gradual downward slope. So we thought that it would kind of keep going in that direction, which is why we decided to short it. And in reality, it ended up going up a lot more than we thought it would, and we lost $69. So our first positive trade was USD to JPY. This one made a good amount of money at a profit of $519. This one was, we took a long position for 300,000 units, and we actually used an RSI indicator to evaluate this one. We mainly used it to see when to get out on this one, as we were kind of going off the trend. When we decided to buy it, it was kind of going up. So we decided it would keep going up. We were pretty confident about that. And then looking at the RSI chart, the RSI line went above 70, right where we sold it at, because we knew it was overvalued and that it was a good time to sell. Our next positive trade was USD to CAD. And this one was our big money maker. This one was a larger trade. It was a short trade. We did 500,000 units, so it was pretty large. And this one was also evaluated with the RSI, as well as looking at the trend. It was going down, so we figured it would keep going down, which is why we decided to short it. And then looking at the RSI indicator, the line dropped below 30, around where we sold it at. which meant it was undervalued and that it was time to buy back those units for a profit. And our third positive trade was USD to JPY. This one was a lot smaller than the last two. It was only 50,000 units, and we also took a short position. Again, evaluated with the RSI indicator. So we purchased it where we thought it would keep going down. And then looking at the RSI, again, it dropped below 30. So we knew that the currency was undervalued and that it was a good time to buy it for a profit. Here is our account balance for May 12th. And as you can see, we were able to make a good amount of profit. We made over $2,000. And over the experience, we definitely learned a lot, and a lot that we can take into the future for our currency trading as well.